From rags to riches, some stories feel like they're straight out of a fairy tale. But for 15-year-old Lily, this wasn't a fairy tale. It was her unbelievable new reality. Lily grew up in the quiet, often overlooked part of town, in a small, weathered house that had seen better days. Her world was simple, defined by the love of her single mother, Sarah, who worked tirelessly at the local diner. They didn't have much, but they had each other. Lily was a bright student, her dreams as big as the sky, even if her resources were small. She'd spend hours in the library, losing herself in books about far-off lands and incredible inventions, worlds away from her own. Her life was a predictable rhythm of school, helping her mom, and dreaming. But one rainy Tuesday afternoon, that rhythm was shattered. A sleek black car, the kind Lily had only seen in movies, pulled up in front of her school. A woman in an elegant business suit stepped out, holding an umbrella. Her name was Eleanor Vance, and she was about to change Lily's life forever. Eleanor, along with her husband, Richard Vance, were the Vances, the billionaire philanthropists whose name was synonymous with innovation and generosity. They had built a global tech empire from the ground up. But for all their success, they had one deep, unfulfilled wish, a child to share their life with. They had learned about Lily through a mentorship program they funded at her school. Her essays, filled with intelligence, hope, and a unique perspective on the world, had caught their attention. They saw a spark in her, a brilliant mind and a kind heart that shone through every word. After several discreet visits and conversations with her teachers, they knew they had found someone special. The initial meeting was a blur for Lily. Sitting in a fancy office that looked more like a modern art gallery, she listened in stunned silence as the Vances, two of the most powerful people in the country, explained their proposal. They wanted to adopt her. They spoke of providing her with every opportunity, an education at the best schools, and a future she could have only dreamed of. The decision was agonizing. Leaving her mom, Sarah, felt like tearing a part of herself away. Sarah, with tears in her eyes, held Lily's hands. "This is your chance, my love," she whispered, her voice thick with emotion. "A chance for a life I could never give you. I will always be your mother, and I will always, always be here for you." Her selfless love gave Lily the courage she needed, and so Lily stepped into a new world. The Vances' mansion was breathtaking. A sprawling estate with gardens, a library that rivaled the one in town, and a view that stretched to the ocean. Her new room was bigger than her old house. She had a closet filled with clothes she'd only seen in magazines and gadgets that seemed to be from the future. But it wasn't the luxury that amazed her the most. It was the warmth. Richard, despite his formidable business reputation, had a goofy laugh and loved telling dad jokes. He'd spend evenings helping her with her advanced physics homework, his eyes lighting up when she grasped a complex concept. Eleanor, poised and graceful, shared her love for art and literature. She taught Lily how to ride horses on their estate, and listened for hours as Lily talked about her dreams and fears. They weren't just providing for her, they were parenting her. They attended her school plays, cheered at her debate competitions, and hosted family movie nights with popcorn and blankets. They embraced her past, inviting Sarah to the mansion for holidays and weekends. The Vances didn't want to replace Lily's mother. They wanted to expand her family. Sarah watched, her heart swelling with pride and relief as Lily blossomed. Adjusting to this new life wasn't without its challenges. At her new, elite private school, some students were welcoming, but others were skeptical. Whispers followed her down the hallways. The charity case, the girl who got lucky. For a while, the whispers stung. Lily felt like an imposter, a girl in a costume that didn't quite fit. One afternoon, a particularly cruel comment left her in tears. Richard found her in the library, her face buried in a book. He sat beside her, not saying a word for a long time. Then he gently said, "Lily, your worth isn't determined by where you came from. It's determined by who you are, your intelligence, your kindness, your resilience. That's your true wealth. We didn't adopt you to save you. We adopted you because you were already incredible, and we just wanted to be a part of your journey." His words were a turning point. But as Lily Vance, a girl with a unique story and a bright future. She started a coding club at school, using resources from the Vance Foundation to include students from underprivileged backgrounds. She excelled in her studies not to prove the naysayers wrong, but because she genuinely loved learning. She found true friends who admired her for her character, not her family's name. Years flew by. Lily graduated as valedictorian, her 3 parents, Eleanor, Richard, and Sarah, beaming in the front row, a perfect picture of a modern, blended family. She went on to attend a top university, studying environmental engineering, driven by a passion to use technology to solve real-world problems. Today, Lily is leading a groundbreaking project, funded by the Vance Foundation, to bring clean water technology to communities like the one she grew up in. She hasn't forgotten her roots. She is a perfect blend of her past and her present. Sarah's resilience, Richard's innovative spirit, and Eleanor's compassionate grace. Her story is a powerful reminder that family isn't just about blood. It's about love, support, and belief in one another. And that true wealth isn't measured in dollars, but in the opportunities we create and the kindness we share. Lily's journey wasn't just about being adopted by billionaires. It was about finding where she belonged and using her incredible new platform to lift others up with her. Thank you so much for watching. What did you think of Lily's amazing story? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. We'll see you in the next one.